Hi, I'm Heather.
And I'm Mike. We've sold most of our possessions, and we're preparing now to live full-time in our RV.
We're currently making modifications on our trailer in order to head out on this adventure.
In this video, we're going to show you how we added 2 bedside cubbies.
We're RVing it up. Join us on this journey. We'd seen other trailers with cubbies next to the bedside, and we thought, wow, what a great idea. We should do that with ours.
Hoping to have matching paneling, we looked around and found that the boards beneath our dining seats were perfect for this job.
Another option we were considering was purchasing matching laminate directly from Grand Design.
We knew that we had to replace those boards that we stole from under the dining seats, so we picked up some 1/8 hardwood from a local Home Depot, traced out the same shape that they had, and cut replacements. That was the easy part. Using frog tape, we laid out the hole pattern that we were going to put through the wall, drilled a pilot hole, and just using a jigsaw, we cut out a nice smooth rectangle.
Talk about stressful, cutting into the pristine walls of your new RV.
First, we had to decide on space. The bottom of the cubby was going to be 10 inches up from the bed surface to accommodate the average 9-inch thick mattress. We used frog tape to lay out the opening. The cubby had to be behind the drawers. In our case, it was 19 inches from the front face. From here, we used about as much space as possible, staying away from the curved wall of the trailer about 1 inch to allow room for trim to be installed later. The original screws holding the drawer slides to the back wall were poking into our cubby space. So we took them out one at a time and then re-screwed them in from the opposite direction so that we would have a nice smooth face to work with.
Using the original pieces that we took out from underneath the dining room seats, we laid out and traced the plans for how to cut out our panels. The panels that we cut out of the walls were kept to act as the backs of each of the cubbies.
Time now to lay out where the electrical box is going to sit on the back wall. To increase the rigidity, we made the bottom from 1/4-inch plywood, and we covered that with the laminate. Similarly, the back is made of 3/4-inch plywood, with the laminate glued onto it also. We went so thick on the back in order to support the electrical box.
We opted to put a hole in the plywood floor in order to have access to additional storage under the cubby.
Assembling the box, nails, glues. Take note the glue doesn't hold on to the laminated surface at all, so rough that up before putting them together. It was a bit of a challenge to get those little nails into that thin material at times, let me tell you.
We cut some cardstock and glued it on the corners of the box in order to reinforce it.
This 2x4 on the back serves 2 purposes. It'll hold the weight of the cubby up off the floor, and the electrical box attaches to this 2x4. Here's the finished box, ready to go out into the camper.
We cut the hole on the small side, so when we went to fit it in, we had to do a little bit of trimming in order to get it to fit in the space. Yay! Success! We chose to put an outlet in each of our cubbies. We measured, then drilled a hole in the pass-through up into the space under the drawers and routed the wires into the cubby space. We made sure to cut the wire on the long side for ease of assembly. Next, trim, strip off the insulation and attach the outlet, and then slide the whole assembly into the space. If you don't plan to use that extra space underneath your cubby, now's a good time to adhere that floorboard onto the plywood bottom. If, like us, you want to have access to that spot, don't adhere it right now. Apply the trim around the outside, and then you can cut that board to fit and put a little hole or notch in the side so that you can have easy access to lift it in and out as necessary.
As you can see, there's plenty of space beneath our cubbies for storing extra sheets, binoculars, tissue boxes, and more. By the way, the cubby is big enough to fit a CPAP machine. See the link below to our material cut list and the drawings seen here.
Have you modified your trailer at all?
We'd love to hear your ideas. Please share them in the comments below.
Check out some of our other videos and subscribe to our channel.
New content will be posted weekly.